Yes, I'm looking for ideas. If you know, I guess email me at ozaleski@bloomberg.net. Looking for ideas about businesses that are using robotics in interesting ways, stories that have not been told yet, ways that robotics are entering our lives seamlessly and visibly, I guess, is there's certain robotics that you don't even know that exist.
The Nightscope is the obvious one.
Is that the security?
The security guard.
Right.
They debuted at the launch festival 4 or 5 years ago, but it ran over a kid. Sure about this?
I don't know if ran over is
into a kid?
The kid ran into it is the other interpretation.
What may have happened was the kid was
collision?
really curious, as they would be, because this cool R2-D2 thing is, meandering around, and probably went up to it and maybe fell back or something. I mean, those things are going to happen. And there was a photograph of the scrape or bruise on the internet, but it was not beaten by this robot or, it was barely anything.
Here it is. Here's the kid's, poor kid. I don't know exactly.
Oh, well, that actually looks a little worse than I remember. Are we sure that's the same picture?
This is, I think that was the actual photo.
You can't tell from this photo, but the robot is red hot at all times.
Yes, that's it.
That looks worse than I remember.
It's truly an effective robot because it's 500 degrees.
Okay. So it burned it.
Well, it looks like a friction burn of some type, but I don't know if that's the foot or the arm or what it is. But it did knock into a kid, and thanks for the browser.
Well, it's sort of interesting because the few companies that I've visited that have robotics really interacting with people, they don't really interact with them. They're held in these cages, so they have sort of a cage that goes around them, because robots can be really dangerous because they have no idea what you're feeling and
it's
whatnot.
interesting you say that, because
so why should they be a security guard?
I was at the Gigafactory opening, and I was on a private VIP tour, and but I'm literally on this VIP tour, and they kind of let us walk around the factory, and there's robots all around us walking on paths, and they have tape down to show and I went over to one of the robots, and somebody's like, "Oh, take a picture." So I turn around, and the guy's like, "No. And I was like, "Well, no pictures?" He's like, "No, not the pictures. Look where you're standing." And I was standing, and I crossed the yellow line. He goes, "If you were 1 inch backwards, you would have crossed this plane. You see this?" And he showed me these lasers or whatever. He said, "If you crossed that plane, these robots would all shut down." And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "So it doesn't pin you against the wall and crush your skull. It could kill you." And this has happened, actually. People have gotten into the pens where the robots are. And these robots move quickly. I mean, when you watch them, they've slowed them down to make them more safe, I think. But they can move very fastly, and they're very solid, big robotic arms. They could hurt you for sure. Could break your jaw, whatever. It's gonna. And this is actually pulling up my screen one more time. Unless ABC News is, No,
that's right. I don't know a ton about
News
this at all, so I
that's
shouldn't
it.
have it.
A kid could run into.
Commenting on it. That poor little kid. That little leg. So sweet.
I think kids get worse burns and broken bones on swings.
So it burned itself, though.
It looks like a friction burn to me of some type, but it got run over, got knocked down and run over. So I think,
He's got that good young blood that will heal him really fast.
You know what? Honestly, with these kids, they're so soft today. These kids got to get used to fighting robots. Honestly, they're going to be fighting robots their whole lives.
For jobs.
Yeah.
For jobs.
Wait.
When they try to get food, when the AI takes over and it doesn't want to, it starts rationing out our food to 1,000 calories a day, because that's what makes the most sense for humans, is to only eat That's what these robots and AI are going to decide. They're going to be like, hey, if you guys eat 1,200 calories a day, you're going to live longer, and you told us to protect humans, and so we're just protecting you by giving you 900 calories a day.
Gosh, I'd rather die young and eat more. I don't know.
Arrow is the world's first home mesh Wi-Fi system, and if you don't know what a mesh Wi-Fi system is, it's enough that it is fast and it's going to blanket your entire house or apartment. I have it. It works. It's amazing. When you replace your old routers, you're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't realize Wi-Fi could be this fast. And it is very simple to install with an iOS or Android app, and it just blankets your home in Wi-Fi coverage. The first one replaces your existing router, and then additional arrows plug into outlets, connect wirelessly for fast, reliable Wi-Fi. So you don't need to put Ethernet in every room. And it's just incredible. I use it. It's a great, great product. Everybody, if you just do a search on Twitter or Facebook, you'll see everybody talking about it, because it's one of those products that's just light speed ahead of the products that came before it. Free overnight shipping. Visit eero.com, Arrow, eero.com. And at checkout, select overnight shipping, then enter the promo TWIST, this week in startups, TWIST, and you'll get free overnight shipping. That's a really good offer. Go get it now, eero.com, EERO, and use the promo code TWIST for overnight shipping. It is a great product. I can't speak highly enough of it. And literally, if you look at all the reviews, it's 5-star reviews from everybody. It's a really killer product. I don't know what I would have done without it.